Hello, beautiful friends. It's a good weather today. It's a very good weather today. Sometimes you can hear the motorcycles outside. They are really having fun. We also have fun to see you again.
Yes.
We are with Puyan.
Same here. We are here in a new location, so we
Yeah.
decided to give this one a try.
Yeah. So it's also first time for us. Maybe it's not really professional. Maybe the sound is not perfect, but it's a good weather. You know, it was such a shame to stay inside and
Exactly.
talk about OBE, out of body experience.
Yeah.
That is the subject of today.
It's a very cool subject, Arash, as we have done this video also in our Persian channel.
Yeah.
And there we got also so many reactions, so many views. And usually we talk about like things about spirituality, like more like inner dynamic, like for example meditation and fear, how to deal with fear and those kind of stuff. And out of body experience might seem a bit it is still related, but it is somehow maybe the fancy side of spirituality for some.
Yeah. And we thought, to be honest, we thought it's a good subject, so you can use it and again talk about spirituality, about the inner world, you know.
Yeah.
But it's some kind of technique, some kind of fancy things, as he said. We can use it as an excuse, you know, to again talk about fears and the obstacles of being out of your body. That is the most important part. It's not just about how to go outside your body. When we leave this body, we can experience it at that moment, but
definitely
it's about how you live and the fears and what you experience at this moment. So out of body experience is just a technique to become conscious.
To become conscious in a realm which we are not used to. The term itself, out of body experience or astral projection, they're both referring to the same experience. We both have done certain technique, and we had some experience related to that which we like to share with you. And as Arash said, again, this is very nice to do, but there is a very beautiful aspect of it which if we develop, it can help us for our mystical experiences such as this one, but also with other things in life. So and that's mostly to do with the fear and about letting go of control. So those aspects we will cover as well, but we first start with sharing our experience. Maybe you want to start about your
mine
experience.
is a short one, I think, compared to you, but I will share it. One day I was with him again, not only during this videos, but also my experience was with Puyan. We were just sitting on the train, and he was introducing me to meditation and that kind of things. The funny part is that somehow I knew what meditation is. I never talked about it with anyone, or I never read something about it. But he just told me, this is meditation, you can close your eyes, you can, your thoughts will show up, and emotions and that kind of things. So I tried it for, I think, 15 minutes or something like that. And I just reached some kind of peace, some kind of state of being, and suddenly I felt I'm going outside of my body. But we were sitting on the train, and the problem was I was for a few seconds outside of my body, and then I saw my body leaving with the train with Puyan again.
Wow.
And I became so afraid that I just had to go back, because it's really strange, you know.
It was
Especially
very
the first
short.
time.
Right?
Yeah, it was very short. I went up and I saw my body is leaving, so I was so afraid that, of course, you don't know what it is. It's so unknown.
It is
to
very
your,
fearful.
You know, it's outside of comfort zone. All your fears and all the obstacles that are preventing, you from OBE, they just showed up in a second. So I had to go back, and I had to scream, I think, like, some kind of scary, I don't know what reaction.
Yeah, that's pretty normal. It's,
and some people just they were looking. I remember they were looking like, what happened to him? Did he have some kind of nightmare or anything. So that is actually my experience, but I think you had it many.
What I find very interesting about your experience is because I never had myself such experience in my awake. Well, everything I had was during sleep at bed. And of course, at that moment, I was no longer in sleep, but I never had it like outside, like for example, in a train. So that is very fascinating.
Yeah.
And one more thing, by the way, before I tell my experience, is that I think for both of us, one of the important takeaways from this whole experience for both of us is I think it proved to us that we are not our body. At least for me, it was really much like that, and I think for you as well.
Sure. I don't think that's even a choice. You're outside of your body, and then it's some kind of confirmation, you know.
Yes.
That maybe at that moment you don't tell yourself that, oh, now I know I'm not the body. But it is inside of your unconscious, and slowly that will have influence on your experiences here. Until you are here, you're experiencing new things because of that experience.
It will become like a reference point. Many times we go back again, think about it, review it, but it's a learning experience, and as I said, it's a confirmation. So my experience, it was in at house. It was maybe, I don't know, 10-15 years ago. Well, I was around maybe 15-16 years old, if I'm not mistaken. And I knew about this out of body because of internet. So I was looking into that subject, and I read some of the experiences from other people, and I thought, oh, I really like to do this. I wanted to give it a try. At that time, I was very into this, and I wanted to do everything I could to have this experience.
You become curious, of course. You want to know
it's curiosity. I think for many who are also maybe watching this video, some might have had this experience, but the other ones might be also very curious. And I have also, of course, told my friends. I think you did the same thing. And so I read on the internet, and I read some instructions, and I went to bed. And as I had learned, I woke up very early in the morning. I was on my bed. I was laying down on my bed, and when I woke up, I went again to sleep. But this time, I tried to only go sleep with my body, which means you try to stay awake with your mind, be alertful, be mindful basically, and not fall asleep with your mind. But everything else, all your muscles, you loosen. Everything should be totally relaxed. Relaxed. So, and then I start to have the intention of coming out of my body. So I look at the ceiling. This is like as I had read them from the internet, and then I basically want to come out. And there are also, for people who want to try this, you can also ask your higher self for guidance. In this case, I think I did this that time, but I was maybe less conscious about this. And what happens next is very interesting, because then I start to feel these vibrations. It was very scary in the beginning, because this vibration, it's like something gonna happen, but you don't know what's gonna happen, and there is a huge amount of fear and a resistance to that. So it's like one part of you wants to have this experience, the other part is like, oh no, I don't want to live, I don't want this to happen. But the shaking and vibration starts, and it becomes more and more, and later I figured out, more I have this resistance in me, more these shakings become heavier. So they were actually later in other experience, I think I did less resistance, and it happened easier. So here, after the vibration, what happened next was, at some point, it was like as if you just let go of a very heavy jacket. You take out a very heavy jacket.
You let go of things.
So you hear the vibration stopped, and then poop, you come out.
A transition.
A transition. Well, it was not this sound, of course. I'm just making a joke, but it was like it happened. I cannot say how, but that vibration stopped. I came out, and I was very, very excited, and at the same time very, very afraid.
Yeah.
Some similar to you.
Yeah.
And I came out, and I remember I didn't totally stand up. I just like came to the front, and I thought, wow, I can see my whole room, but I could see it like a very not clearly. It was like dreamy, but I could see everything in my room. And then I saw the bed I was laying down on, and then I saw the wall. I didn't see myself yet, so I thought, hey, wait a minute, if this is an out-of-body experience, then what happens if I look to my left? And what happened next is I looked, sorry, before I say this, I first looked at my hands, which I had in front of me. There was a hand, and I saw a hand, and I could see through that hand. It was as if there was a different body.
Yeah.
I could look through it, and I thought, wow, this is really scary. And I thought by myself, okay, if this is not my physical hand,
maybe it is your soul body.
Maybe it's my soul body, but what happened to my physical? So at that moment, then I wanted to look at left, and I saw my physical body on the bed on my left. And that was very scary, because again, it's a double confirmation. No, you are really out of your body. So at that moment, I was so, I think, I was very excited, but at the same time very scared. And I think my fear got the hand over it got more than my excitement. So I thought, I just want to go back. This is all I want. And what's interesting about that is, moment you just want to go back, it happens. So I just intended, I want to go back now, and then I went back again. It was very quick, instantly. Yeah. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's something that we cannot explain, of course.
It's hard to explain them in words.
It's not limited. I think you just entered, just with one of your feet, you entered in the unlimited world or something like that. But yeah, because here, if you think about something and you want to achieve something, it doesn't happen instantly. So you have to do something about it. But over there, it's like different. And I'm sure intention. It was just the beginning, what you just experienced.
Definitely.
Yeah. So it's very interesting. But let's also not forget that if you focus too much on, I want to go out of my body, I want to do that, and I have to do that, then you forget about yourself again. It's like you forget the inner world, you forget that just one technique, how to do out-of-body experience for dummies. If you just go and buy a book like this, it will not help you, because it's not about that. It is like meditation. It is like, I'm going to drink only water this week, something outside your comfort zone. It's about that trusting and letting go and let it happen. And if you're not ready for it, accept it. If it's out-of-body experience, if it's I have to become rich, just trusting God, trusting universe, what you want to call it. It's about that. It's not that out-of-body experience will heal you and it will change your life. No, it's just one step towards becoming conscious of yourself. So don't give too much attention on being outside of your body, but about the one who is trying to do it. How conscious is that one? The one who wants to go out of your body, out of the body.
Precisely. So that's the common pitfall, Arash. Many, also the viewers of the other video we made, many are of course curious, and which is nice. I mean, that's why we make it. It's for us, we were also curious, but it's not the salvation. It's not like by knowing the out-of-body experience, because we once thought that, right? We thought, oh, if I become a master in this kind of mystical experiences, then I can come out of this world and I can become a Superman, something like that,
or a master. Ascended master. Or
we can. I mean, yes, we have so much potentials. We can become that, but it's what Arash is saying, and what I'm saying is, it's not about that outside experience itself. It's about our inner working, which we have to do and there are a lot of tools to do that as well.
Yeah, there are many ways.
There are many ways, and there you want to actually know yourself. You want to let go of your ego blocks, and even in out-of-body experience, one of the most blocking things is the fear. And many want to know what is the technique for out-of-body experience, but they don't want to hear about the fear.
Or they don't want to be ready for it.
Yeah.
They just want to use the technique and don't do anything else, and the technique is again another way of salvation.
Yeah.
So they change.
Technique becomes a holy thing.
Yeah, the holy thing, and they think the end goal, you know, the end station that they have to reach, it's just becoming out of my body, and then my whole life will change. No, your whole life is your inner world. You know, it's a projection. So you need to understand that. Then everything becomes fun. Everything becomes like a tool, and you can accept yourself and also many other things.
Exactly. And you could say even in the real spirituality, you try to become one with everyone.
Yeah.
While if you just think of your individuality as a holy thing, it's not. It's not. It's not like you become a Superman and then let the rest go. No, because all of other people, they were all you.
Yeah.
But we will cover this. We have covered this actually in other videos, but we will continue to cover this subject because it's still
One
important.
thing I want to say is, all of us, deep inside, we know that we are one. But the thing is that we are resisting. We want to, how can I say it? We want to achieve that conclusion. We want to achieve that, yes, finally I know it. Now I know that we are all one, and we are all sons of God, and we are all spirit. Yes, all of us know it, but the moment that you understand, oh, I have to stop looking for this. I have to stop, find my salvation by my own, by the little I, you know, by the ego. But the moment that you understand that is the moment that you reached total let go. And when you do that, everything will go fluently. It's not only the little I who wants to reach salvation. You are already safe and you are already okay and perfect. But you're the one who needs to just reach this goal by the illusionary self, by the little I, and then suddenly you understand how pointless, you know, how I was doing all of this, but from the moment I started doing this, I was already okay and perfect. When you reach that point, then it's finished. But you need to follow this path, of course. So it's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to do out-of-body experience. But just know in your, you know, the backside of your head, in your unconscious part of your brain, just know that it's not the end station. There is no end station. It's already.
You're already there.
Yeah.
And actually, when you realize that, you become more peaceful, and you just let go of any insistence of trying to get somewhere.
It needs time, of course. It needs time. And creating up and downs and mistakes and becoming the hero, and then making mistakes, becoming the failure. You know, it's okay. You're all safe. So enjoy the process. Don't think that you need to reach a goal.
Yeah.
There is no goal.
Definitely. And when something is coming at you at that moment, which kind of giving you uncomfortable feeling, then you know there is a part in you resisting to that, which you need to work on it. But then finally, if you let go of that, if you let go of all those things, at some point you become more and more relaxing. And that's it. That's everything there is. And I think we covered the experience itself. There might be still a lot of questions, and we just try to squeeze in all our experiences in 15 minutes, but definitely.
We try to make it 15 minutes, but it's longer.
It's longer,
Doesn't matter. That's it.
Huh? Yeah. We tell people to do something if they like to try this out. We actually explain some of the instructions, but I will try to find a nice video with the instructions. And we can put it maybe perhaps in the description of the video. And
but just know that you need to become, you need to have a certain level of peace, so you can leave your body. Because if there is no peace, then you feel only safe in the body. And how can you leave your safe zone, you know. So it's about that, but he will try to find
yeah.
a video.
I think people start by just trying out the technique,
Yeah.
and then because they have to go through the same path, and then they come to the realization of what you just said. Like
and take your time. You know, it's okay. Body, outside of body, it's already good.
It's already good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And don't forget the ritual, you know, subscribing, sharing the video, liking, disliking. I know YouTube changed the policies and there is no dislike, the number of dislikes, you cannot see it anymore, it's not visible to the viewers, but if you want to dislike,
feel free to do it.
Yeah. Tupac said only God can judge me, so
that's true.
Just joking. So thank you, and
thank you very much.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.